I'm very glad to have this time. And I will introduce our almost 1 year experiment of IT equipment pilot testing within PEF. My name is Osamu Namikawa from Hitachi Limited on behalf of TS of IT equipment. First of all, this is a technical secretariat from manufacturer from Japan, Fujitsu, Hitachi, NEC, and Toshiba, and industry and program owner, Jumai, and research association, and consultant. This is a technical secretariat. And next one is the scope of PFCR. Title is IT equipment. However, at this moment, we focus on storage. And maybe you can imagine server network equipment. Where is it? At this moment, not in scope. However, my personal understanding is server storage network equipment very similar compared to other product, cow, milk, water. So I hope after the development of storage, we can reuse some part of PFCR to modify unit of analysis and the use phase scenario that can easily translate, expand or something. At this moment, I don't know, but we're focusing on storage at this moment. Just simple message. And during the pilot phase, we introduce a definition of association, industry association, storage network industry association called SENIA. I don't know, but we introduce a famous association, online, near online, removable media, and virtual media library. Maybe you can imagine storage. Storage is just store the electrical data within the personal computer. They include a hard disk drive or solid-state drive or something. And online and near online, it means storage equipment that coming from a hard disk drive or solid-state drive. Online and near online difference is online is a very quick, rapid. Sorry, I'm sorry. And very quick, rapid reaction can get data. And near online is a little bit slower. And then you can imagine removable media library is like a tape library and also optical library. And virtual media library is a physical that include a hard disk drive, but it emulate tape library or something like that. And NAS code is you can see this number. And this is very little bit technical, but blue box is our scope: online, near online, removable, virtual, and a level from consumer to mainframe, a very wide area. We want to develop the PFCR within one PCL. However, firstly, we divide into three areas: red, blue, and green. Red one is online and near online and direct access storage drive, mainly used by consumer, small size, relatively small size. And then blue area is direct access storage, however, the bigger than the consumer, covering to data center storage. And removable and virtual media is we call the backup device. So we introduce three areas, and then we now try to evaluate three areas into a representative product. And next slide, I show our experiment tentatively, very tentatively experiment result of evaluation using program CIMAPRO, and we use database as EcoInvent, and evaluation method is a European, how to say, European recommendation methodology. I don't know official name, sorry, but you can see 15 environmental aspect. Very much sorry, a little bit small character, but freshwater ecotoxicity is a higher number. This is just output from the tool. I don't have any intention, but within my experiment within Japan and within my company more than 10 years, climate change is a biggest impact for my impression. However, you can see a climate change on the top, but you could maybe, I also could not see a level, just point, very small. And other human toxicity and resource depletion is a very high number, was shown from the evaluation of CIMAPRO. And this is just summarized, and the result normalization. This is after the normalization, not waiting. And freshwater resource depletion for human toxicity, relatively low impact on climate change. So we try to evaluate with using, we are very familiar with the Japanese evaluation method that's called LIME, L-I-M-E-2, LIME2. And the database is a Japanese database, IDEA. This shows like, this tool shows this spider chart, and you can recognize, sorry, to coming back to a slide, I want you to remember the number. Number is 100, 200, 300. And then line, very small. Impact is very small. So my intention, I don't have an intention, but global warming number itself is almost same. But this figure shows a relatively different figure. That means other than global warming, number is very much reducing from European methodology compared to LIME2. So I don't know how to understand this, but we are now evaluating European methodology and LIME, and we will, I hope, some reasoning and resolve this one, and then try to better evaluation is needed. So we evaluate some point. Uncertainty of the result. Database of print wiring board is in the EcoInvent bring huge uncertainty. So the result of some impact category, human toxicity or something, is a very containing uncertainty. These impact category is not appropriate for comparison or indicators at this moment we are studying. And second point is operability by manufacturer. Manufacturer not only, but can initially control, improve environment performance of their product directly in terms of energy efficiency and resource efficiency mainly. So at this moment, it is preferably these aspects can be reflected in comparable indicators. So next slide show you challenges, end-of-life scenario. how can we figure out the real situation of the recycling material contained in electronic parts in Europe? And second point challenge is generic data of electric parts at the level of module. Can we conduct PEF study with using generic data of module for example, hard disk drive and PWP. And third point, today I relieve to heard Mr. Garatoro's, Dr. Garatoro's presentation, and but at this moment we could not get free public LCA data, but I hope we can use free LCA data after the pilot. And this is my presentation. If you can go into the after the meeting, this will publish, and you can see weighting. We tentatively evaluate with using weighting methodology in Japan. Blue, big one, blue is global warming, and maybe like 45% or something is a global warming after the weighting. This is just tentatively result. Thank you very much.